Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we've got some unlicensed stuff, some unlicensed Mercedes AMGs from Rhino Model. Rhino Model is a brand that I have shown at least twice before on this channel, and it is a brand I've been quite impressed with in regards to quality. Now, if you're a licensing guy, then that matters to you. Not a brand for you. Stick around, check them out because they are cool, but definitely not. They're not licensed. There's no even pretending that they are. In this case, if someone else knows different, I guess let me know. But they, as far as I can tell, and I'm fairly, I guess, good at telling, they are completely not licensed. I've got a few models I got a Porsche, or Singer rather, that's unlicensed. I've got an Audi, and that might be it. Now we got a couple of Mercedes from Rhino Model, and I've liked all the ones that I've got so far, so I decided to pick these up. These are not cheap. They are available on AliExpress. This is kind of an older one that I picked up. I would have liked to get it in all black. They have it in all black, but I couldn't find it. Or if I did find it, it was like way more expensive than the white one. So I ended up getting the white one. I think there's a couple of other colors too, but this is a 560 SEC AMG. Mean looking car. We're going to get this one out first before we look at the Evos. So, all right. Open that up. So real basic packaging, kind of ugly to be honest. It's just like this one in particular. It's just like this kind of sky blue color with a line drawing there. Real basic, really kind of silly logo for Rhino Model. You know, it's just a little weird, whatever. And then, but the models themselves have been pretty darn good. You got just a metal plate on here. You can see that it doesn't say Mercedes on it. So that's like red flag number one, not licensed. Because it doesn't even say it on it. It just says Benz. It's a Benz 560 SEC AMG. But the car, very detailed. It's really, really nice. So that's why I end up picking up the stuff. So it's got decent quality base, decent quality acrylic case. It feels high quality. One screw on the base, takes it off, and then we can peek at it here off the base. Does it roll? Yes, it rolls. Tire's a little wonky on this side. I have to kind of fix that. And it's got a flat spot from sitting on the base for so long. So yeah, it's got a flat tire right now, but other than that, I mean, it does roll. It wants to roll. So the car itself, I mean, it looks fantastic. Aside from the flat tires, it looks awesome. Base is pretty basic. It's screwed together. It is metal. So it is metal. It's heavy. The interior is quite detailed. It's hard to look in there on the camera, but if you can see in there, it's very detailed. And it's got detailed silver trimmer on the windows. We've got like a reflective sticker on the back side of the side mirrors, which is great. It looks like, what's that there? Looks like almost there was a hole for an antenna there that is not there. Either that or that's a little paint chip. Can we peek at that? Just a little paint flaw. No, that looks like there's a hole purposely there for an antenna. Sometimes these things will like come with extra stuff that you gotta look for in the packaging. But I don't see an antenna with this model that you could insert there. But and I don't even know, honestly, the real car, is it supposed to have an antenna there? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Detail in the front, I mean, it looks really good. I mean, there's nothing really to complain about. Pretty sharp, pretty decent. I mean, up close, you can see it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. You got a window wiper. I believe that's a separate piece. It is definitely, I think, it's a separate piece. So that's a separate little piece you got to be careful about. Of course, inserted details for headlights and taillights. Color blocked. Look good. Rims look really good. So, overall, it's a really nice model. I mean, you can't argue with it unless you don't really like the car, but it's a really good quality model, and it's all metal, so it doesn't feel cheap or lightweight or anything. And it's nice. The only thing about it, knock on it, right, is that it's not cheap and it's not licensed. Which is funny, because I used to really stay away from non-licensed models for the longest time, and I thought they were just like cheap knockoffs. They were going to be garbage when you got them out of the package, and then, of course, I dipped my toes in it, and now I'm all the way up to my neck. So, there you go. That'll happen. Little Mercedes album on the top, which is a separate little piece that is glued onto the hood. And you can kind of see the glue around it there, but very hard to see from far away. And it looks quite good. All right, so that's an older Rhino model. It's been around for a while, apparently. Probably a good year or two. So that's older. This is brand new. These 190s. So we've got our Mercedes W201 190E and a Mercedes-Benz. This one actually, oh, it doesn't say Mercedes. Look at it. It says Mercedes-Benz. The mind plays tricks and just read that as Mercedes-Benz, but that is not what that says. You read that sentence wrong. 190E Evo 2 and a W201 190E is what apparently these are. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. But the show must go on. All right, so what do you want to look at first? Let's look at this one first. I think I'm going to like that one more. I don't know the story behind these cars, if these are modeled after someone else's, like, 190 Evos. I don't know, but I'm thinking that they are, because they are stylized quite a bit. Clearly not licensed by anybody, but I think they're modeled after somebody owns a car that is like this, is what my guess is. A little bit less basic packaging here, is you have a rendering of the vehicle. Okay. Or some sort of artwork of the vehicle. And then, of course, this actually has a laser etched outline of the vehicle on the base. And it actually says Mercedes there, not Mercedes. So that is interesting. Sometimes these models will have opening parts too, and I'm almost thinking, I'm just making sure that my other one did not, and I don't think it did. No, that hood definitely does not open. This one might, though. This one appears that it might. We might try to do that actually while it's on the base. Oh yeah, it does. It does, and it's very detailed underneath there. The hood, I'm not gonna lie, it feels very fragile. And I gotta watch out. This one's got the hood emblem on it, which is a little laser etched piece of metal. That is going to be extremely fragile as well, so we got to be very careful opening and closing the hood. So we're going to try to close this now, and we're going to leave it closed probably for the remainder of the video. We'll try opening the other one. I don't know if it's going to have an opening hood or not. Making sure this kind of clicks down into place. And then now, being very careful, we're going to unscrew it from the base. Again, one screw. Set it down. The question on everyone's mind always, does it roll? Sort of. It sort of rolls. It wants to. It might be because the tires are flat. No, this one really, it wants to roll. I think the bottom drags a bit. It's so low. I think that front lip there drags on the ground a little bit. All right, what about the model, the detail? Yeah, it's detailed. I mean, it's quite detailed. Look at that thing. That front, whatever that's called. We'll call it a lip. Filthy. So this has got to be someone's car, right? This is like a model of someone's car. Probably not even done with their permission, but it is a model of someone's. I don't know whose it is. Someone will know, undoubtedly, in the comments, and will let us know whose it is. and if it is, in fact, a real model. But this thing is looking pretty awesome. It really is. I mean, it's very, very detailed. It feels extremely fragile, but it is very, very detailed. But we need to take this other one out and compare the two. So what's going to be different? Because there is going to be some differences, even though they're kind of the same basic tooling. They're not the same, though, in what appears to be many ways. Let's get this knot in front of this so I don't crash these cars. I'm going this side. Come on. This one's got stronger tape than the other two for starts here. All right. Done. No indication of licensing, of course, as we had already discussed. Same packaging, the only difference is this back panel, where we have a sort of picture of the car, and then we've got this Evo in a very cool looking silver, minty green, I don't know, whatever color that is, kind of a minty green. Same deal going on there. And again, pieces that we need to be extremely careful with. This one does not appear to have an opening hood. And it does not. So no opening hood feature on this one. That one's got an opening hood. This one does not. This one has different wheels. This one has an antenna on the top, which appears to be quite fragile. The wing is actually different on the back. The whatever they call the things in the bottom here, this arrow on the bottom is different. See? So that's interesting. So this is actually quite different. Let's carefully remove it from the base. Set that kind of out of the way there. Try not to lose the screw, because it will be getting put right back. The thing with these models is you definitely got to put them right back on the base to keep them safe, or put them right in a display case. Again, we got the little Mercedes logo on the front. This one rolls pretty easily. So that's nice if you care about that sort of thing. It's got Haggerty Media on it. Haggerty there. So this is definitely going to be something that is a model of a real car. It says Evo 3 on it. I know nothing about it. Somebody in the comments, please educate our audience here. I would appreciate it. I'll pin your comment if you got something very intelligent to say about these cars. And we got the Mercedes logo up there. We're going to be very careful of the hood ornament. We've got interesting looking taillights. They're mostly clear with like a red kind of like color in the middle, which is kind of cool. And it's an Evo 3, right? So it's kind of a evolved Evo 190E3. I don't know the story behind this. What did they do to this car? I don't see. Oh yeah, it's got dual exhaust right there. That's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Rubber tires. The wheels are really cool looking. I mean, this car looks really nice. Looks really cool. Nice display piece. You're not going to play with this thing because you will destroy it. And it looks, I mean, argue with me if you want. You can't tell me that doesn't look cool, because it looks cool, all right? I think so. I like this one more than I like this one, even though this one's kind of more detailed in a way because of that detail in the under the hood there, which I'm not going to open again. Apologize. Well, are we going to open it again? Yeah, let's open it again. Let's not break it, though. Come on. There we go. I don't know if you can kind of get it to lock into place. By the way, the wipers are a separate piece, again, on these. But if you can see in there and see the detail, it's not short any detail there. There is a lot of it. And it looks, I mean, in person, really, really good. I don't know how that's translating or how we're getting a good view on camera, but two really cool cars. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think these are worth the money. Do I care about the licensing? I would be lying to you if I said I really did, because then if I really did, I wouldn't buy them, right? Let's be honest. Or I could just say, I bought them for educational purposes to show you guys on the channel. Okay, yep, that's what I did. I didn't buy them because I really liked them and thought they were cool. I just wanted to show them to you. That's why. That's why. Yep, we'll go with that. We'll stick with that for now. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, of course. I think these cars are really nice. All the Rhino models that I've gotten so far, I've thought were pretty darn good. Pretty cool. So, will I continue to buy from the brand as they release more models? For educational purposes, yes, I think I will. Just so we can keep up to see what they're doing. I think that's a great idea. All right, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below again. And this will be in the premium/import diecast playlist, which is a fun one, full of all sorts of stuff like this. So that's where I would head if you like stuff like this. Just go through and watch that stuff, because there's a ton of content on there, and it's all pretty good stuff. So, all right, thank you guys very much again. Have a great day.